What's up, gamers? I'm here with a different kind of video today, the unboxing of a retro handheld, the Anbernic RG35XX, or Double X. I'm not really sure. I don't know why they have to name these things so weird, but retro games have become popular again in recent years as people have realized that many of them still hold up even decades later. I've seen these types of things pop up on Amazon and I've been curious if they're any good or not, so I decided to try one out. So here we go. Ooh. Get some bubble wrap here. First thing I'm noticing is there's no tape on this box. It's not taped shut, but the box does feel good quality. It's nice and soft. You see the model number there, and there's the Anbernic logo. It looks repackaged, but I think it's brand new. I think the bag just isn't snug on the device. This isn't an Apple product. I'm going to set that aside for a second. We have wipes for the screen protector, a dry and a wet wipe, and instruction pamphlet. Probably should read that later on. The screen protector itself, a nice little bonus. I'm glad that's in there. And last is the charging cable, I'm sure, in this little box. I've heard some people talk about how they have a difficult time charging their device with any other cable that's not the one included. This is a USB-A to USB-C cable, so those are pretty common. I don't know what that's about, but I'm going to investigate that and put it in my full review. Just put this stuff back in here real quick. Alright, this is some of that really soft, comfy plastic. It feels really nice to the touch. The handheld is placed in a custom molded plastic shell. You can see the cutout here for the shoulder buttons. It's nothing special, but it gets the job done. Nice little foam pad protecting the face of the handheld. I like the gray color, very retro. Shoulder buttons are placed a little weird, but they're nice and clicky. On the sides you have two micro SD slots, the OS and games. We have a reset button, a power button, a micro HDMI output, volume rocker. We have a USB-C port and a headphone jack if you still have wired headphones. All right, ready for the reveal? Here we go. Wow, it looks so much like a Game Boy. Got the speaker grill there. The buttons, wow. They feel like my childhood. They feel so good, so authentic. The menu button feels like probably the cheapest part of this. Everything else feels really authentic. Let's try powering it on. There's the logo, Anbernic. And we're in. Wow, that was pretty fast. The menu feels very responsive. Nice and smooth, almost chipper. This has 16 different platforms that are supported. A lot of them you'll recognize, maybe all of them. It's made in China. It comes with over 5,000 games on it, which seems absolutely ridiculous. A lot of these I recognize, and there's quite a few that I don't. We'll try a few games here I've never played before because I'm curious. Just holding this really takes me back. I know it's not the same dimensions as the original Game Boy, but just the way that the buttons feel and the way it feels in your hand, the plastic, it reminds me of my childhood. You wouldn't know this, but I grew up close to a cousin of mine, and I never had a handheld, but he did. He had a Game Boy, and then he had a Sega Game Gear, and sometimes he'd give me a turn, and I thought it was the coolest thing, having this little system, this little TV in your hand that you could play games on. Man, it was just so awesome. And he was killed in a tragic accident when we were 21, and holding this now makes me feel close to him again. He was a good guy. So this totally said it was The Empire Strikes Back. It's clearly not. It's clearly Episode 4, A New Hope. It's also not in English. Oh no! It's pretty funny. I played that game for hours and hours and hours as a kid, and I think I got to Cloud City one time in the whole time I played it. Some Ridge Racer. So this handheld plays just about everything from NES to the Capcom arcade cabinets to Sega Genesis to PlayStation 1. Obviously any systems that require a joystick don't work here, but PS1 and back are pretty much here and running. It's pretty awesome to see. This is a pretty small device. Well, I'm going to be checking this thing out and giving it a proper review. But what are your first impressions of the Anbernic RG35XX? Let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in purchasing one, I have links to the official Anbernic website and to Amazon below. Clicking those helps me out a ton, so thank you for using them. It does cost more on Amazon, FYI, but you'll get it faster. Getting it on Amazon is kind of like paying for that expensive express shipping that no one wants to pay for. But anyway, I'll have a full review up in a couple of weeks. Please subscribe so you'll see the conclusion of this saga. Stay kind and encouraging out there, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.